Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Askezium, giving you the best quality gaming content. Now, yeah, I gathered some things that I thought were interesting about the Fortnite map, and here you go. I'll tell you them. 1 through 15. Here we go. Number 15. Alrighty, so first off, this trash can right here, which can be found on the map, right here where I am, in basically F2, I guess, in the middle right here. So it's in front of the gas station, and for some weird reason you search it for around 2 minutes, and you don't really get anything. But I think the most logical solution, or the most logical thing that you can get out of this, is basically is a can, you know, a rusty can that you could throw at people, hurt 20. But that's pretty much it. But I really don't know why it doesn't give me anything, and obviously this is breakable. Like, I'm gonna break it in 3, 2, 1. Just gives you 1 metal, and that's basically it. Number 14. Fortilla is sort of leaking. If you focus particularly on the edge of the Fortilla, like the center of the Fortilla, you can notice that it's kind of leaking oil. Now, I'm assuming it's from this gas station right here, since it's obviously on water and the gas spills on water. And if you guys have not noticed as well, the Fortilla, the entire base of Fortilla was basically rotated 90 degrees. Before, the entrance used to be right here, now it's right here. So, rotated for 90 degrees counterclockwise. So, yeah, that's basically it. And you could see the oil, it disappears. It's like just an effect. So, yeah, it comes from this gas station right here, since there's a propane tank right here. And yeah, I'm assuming that's where it leaks from, and the gas station, obviously. So, maybe it's part of the plot, or maybe it is just a cool effect coming from the Fortnite developers. Number 13. Basically, as I was playing a solo or a squads battle royale, I would notice that there would be this very, like, low, evanescent, like, horn of a ship. You know, like, you know, that was the best impression. That was the best imitation. So, yeah, don't make fun of me. And, yeah, if you guys were wondering, all the other trash cans in the world are not searchable. Only that one right there at the gas station. I don't know if it's a problem, it's a mistake, but, yeah, you can't search these. And, of course, they give you more metal. But, like I was saying, the ship horn that you could hear sometimes in Battle Royale is a low-pitched ship horn, and I'm assuming this is a call from the lighthouse. I have a feeling this is something to do with the lighthouse, since the lighthouse is just a massive lighthouse in the corner of the map. And yeah, maybe a ship is coming in, and you know, maybe he's gonna pick up this yacht and go, or maybe it's the yacht itself using the ship horn. Number 12. Alrighty, so in front of me I have the 4 different types of vehicles in Fortnite, and here is the truck. It is called Bear, like the animal. This is Mudflap, which is the semi-trailer type car. Now we have the Whiplash, which is basically the Ferrari, the Lamborghini. And this last one is, I call it a sedan, but it's actually called the Prevalent. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys that, I'm gonna show you guys how the radio that you see that is found in all vehicles of Fortnite, it is different for all the different vehicles. So if I were to get into the Bear, the truck, it would have a more spacey, a more, you know, a more, it's not so concentrated of sound. It's less, it's as if you were to hear it from a distance, you know? Now, that was greatly exaggerated with the semi-truck, with the mud flap. So let's see, let's turn the radio on. If you guys can hear, I'm gonna raise the volume real quick. So yeah, it is very, very, very far away. You can like hear as if it was in like a freaking a party that was on the other side of the map. That's how it sounds like. So the Whip Slash, since it's like a Lamborghini and it's expensive, the guy really wanted you to hear the radio, like a lot. And especially since it's like a really closed and tight car, it's much higher than the other one. Now, this is not the same volume as the other one. I lowered the volume from the Mud Flap to the Whip Slash. So yeah, that's that. Now, this is the Prevalent. The Prevalent, I think, is gonna have a similar radio sound than the Whiplash, but yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. I'm thinking that. So let's see, let's turn on the radio. similar, but not as strong. So overall, I would say that the Whiplash has number 1, number 2, number 3 for the bear, and number 4 for the car, for the mudflap. Now, of course, the boat is obviously much worse than the mudflap, so you're basically not going to hear anything. So I guess that is pretty much it.
Number 11.
Alrighty, so this next one is something that Tabor Hill, a YouTuber, found out. If you guys already found it out, you know, it's here, Steamy Stacks, and I'll be quiet because you gotta listen real close. It's like a sci-fi kind of noise. And if we dig down here, find that there's a secret room. And over here there's more, it's stronger, the sound, so we'll just break this door, this wall. And there we go, that's the sound that it makes when you find it. It just does like a flat line of a sound, like brrr. And yeah, that's it. I don't know why this is here. Maybe it's just something cool that a Fortnite employee wanted to put. Or maybe it has something to do with the plot.
Number 10.
Did you guys know that if you guys stared at the fish pond or the fish puddle for long enough, you could actually see the fish jump? Like, for example, that small fry just jumped. And this is a really cool feature, as if it makes them look more alive, you know, not just a prop in the game. And yeah, it makes them look more alive and more fishy, you know? No pun intended.
Number 9.
Speaking of fish, did you know that the Slurfish actually had a retexture? Like, the Slurfish now looks like it has a slurp goo on top of it, and it looks like a dark blue fish underneath. And if I were to drop this, it would look sort of like the old fish, but not as the same. It would actually look sort of on the bottom, you could see it. And yeah, it still gives you 50 shield or 50 health. And I just thought that it was cool, you know? They retextured it. It looks much cooler now.
Number 8.
This next one is a very strange thing. It's a mix-up with the map. I don't know if it's a glitch, but over here in the corner of the map, every single time this little boat appears. Now, it could be here or it could be here. Many times you see it around the map, but especially in the corners, not in the center. And for some reason, if I were to just mark this little boat right here, which I think is supposed to represent the pond boat, you know, the boat that moves around and has pretty good loot, like a supply drop, I do not know why it does not exist. Like, for example, if I'll show you guys again, I marked the boat and the boat is no longer there. It's actually, I looked for it before, it's actually right around here. And yeah.
Number 7.
These next two both involve the map. And if you guys notice, the shark no longer has a name. The shark has not become a, you know, like a hot drop. I mean, for some people it is, but it does not have the henchman, as I'm saying. So that's one thing about the map. The map seems to have taken away the name of the shark after it is drained, and as well as the only 3 spots that actually have henchmen are the Authority, the Fortilla, Authority, and Caddy Corner. Other than that, there are no more henchmen hot drops, like mythic weapons.
Number 6.
Now, the next number is going to be involving these two very strange things in the map. As I was looking at the map, I found these 2 little rectangles right here on A5 around in the center. And yeah, why don't we go check them out? Now, at first glance, these 2 things look like a bug on the map, right? They look like a glitch, you know, that you would see on Google Earth. But not necessarily. These are actually things underwater, and if you look at it, it looks like it was meant to be there. It looks like it was just added in the latest update. Now, I wish I had the flying ability to show you guys, but underwater it seems to be like a whitish rock. But if you look closely, it looks like you could see some symbols on top as well. These look like windows of some sort, and I'm thinking that this is actually a spaceship or a boat or something that is coming out of the sand. And yeah, this is a pretty cool thing I've noticed. And yeah, this is definitely not a rock that you would normally see. This is something in the plot, I think. This is gonna be either a drop that's gonna come out, because usually this place does not really get any attention. I usually come here to get some like stone in arena, but this place necessarily doesn't get enough attention. So I think Fortnite might be adding a hot drop here, because it kind of looks like it. Or, yeah, these looks like gas fuels. Maybe it's a debris or something. And see, here's the boat that I was speaking about.
Number 5.
This ahead of me is a secret bunker that doesn't really get enough attention by the Fortnite gamers. And in here is only a chest, which is kind of sad, but still, you know, it's pretty good. It's got good distance from the center, and it seems to be a secret bunker with like data and a walkie-talkie, and it might have a effect on the plot, or maybe it's just one of these secret bunkers like the house over here next to Salty Springs and Holly Hedges right here, this one right here with a helicopter. But other than that, I do not think much of this. This is just a simple bunker of some sort, but yeah, it's still a bunker, you know, and I don't think it gets enough attention. That's why I sometimes land here, give it some help.
Number 4.
This here is another spot that really doesn't get enough attention. In contrast, this one has much more loot. It has more floor loot. It has 2 chests, one on the boat up there and one in here. And it also has a ton of materials. The boats can be used for wood, and the stone can be used for stone, obviously. But other than that, guys, this is a really good drop. And yeah, there's also a chest up there and a chest all the way over there at the end of that zip line.
Number 3.
Right here around Craggy Cliffs on D1, you could notice a... One second. Alright. You can notice some telescopes inside bushes, indicating that someone is trying to hide while staring at someone. Now, I tried to see where these things are looking, but most of them are just looking at the sky. This one is maybe looking at the tip of the lighthouse, but I don't think that these are basically showing anything. I think it's just a red herring, you know. So here's another one staring just at the sky, maybe at the windmill. And this last one is literally just staring at the sky. I don't know what this guy's looking at. Maybe a star. Maybe the clouds.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
But I'm telling you, this guy's looking at absolutely nothing. So, yeah, maybe this is something with the plot, or maybe not. Number 2. Before the latest update, the Fortnite team didn't really have a solid border for these islands, but now that the update did arrive, then the border is more intact, you know, it's more together, because before the update, the island used to just cliff off, just like this, but like it used to be really blocky on the bottom. And yeah, another thing that I want to show you guys is that right over here, you'll see it over here, there seems to be a little pirate that is indestructible. This boat is completely indestructible, and I think they are either leaving or coming. I don't know how this plot went or goes, but yeah, there are a couple missions here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. On to the next one.
Finally, number 1.
It can obviously be seen that Deadpool is no longer going to be part of the season, sadly. His yacht is being taken over by Aquaman. Aquaman has drawn a crown on top of Deadpool and a trident. So there was that foghorn from the boat. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed the video, do remember to subscribe and like down below if you guys thought this was helpful, or maybe you didn't know any of this stuff. So yeah, now you guys are prepared. Maybe this will become a secret event or a challenge event, and yeah, hopefully you guys have a nice day. See you later.